live. If you are tuning in, thank you for tuning in. And if you're confused, this is the junior varsity game running long. So, good evening, Brian Murphy, Stephen Kent, your TAM Varsity Water Polo YouTube crew. But again, 55 seconds left in this JV game, which has been a really good game. Stephen, did you get a score on this?
I did not, but here, let me check.
Yeah, look at he's going to run in front of the camera. So it's TL4, TAM 3, 43 seconds to go. TAM with the ball. We really are here for a climactic finish. Oh! TAM scores to tie the game. Oh.
What do we do? Do we go to overtime?
Well, there's 38 seconds left. Number 14, I wish I could give him, is it Rogan? Is that who scored? Is it 4-4? Yeah. Wow, the JV game is a dandy. TAM just came back from a 4-1 deficit with 3 goals in the fourth period to tie the game.
Yeah, it's not often you see a game this low scoring.
So, halftime I think it was 2-1, something like that.
So,
yeah, shout out the goalies, shout out the defense, shout out 2 good teams.
Looked like a swim meet there for a while.
Yes. So the varsity game, which we can begin to talk about a little bit, super excited for this one. One of the ones you circled when the schedule came out. You know, you circle 3, right? You circle Redwood, you circle Archie, and you circle TL.
Exactly. This has a sort of an odd component to it in that we are at TAM High School, but this is an away game.
I guess TL's doing a new pool?
Apparently, because I remember last year one section was 4 feet. Kind of a weird thing to have when you're playing a water polo match that you can stand up.
For such a great water polo school like Terra too, it's kind of funny. Although, here's where I tell my OG stories that when I went to TAM in the 80s, the entire pool was shallow, and they played water polo things there. We had good teams and good players, the Boneheads, and it was, quote, Stephen, on the honor system that you weren't touching the bottom.
Yes.
And the refs had to look for it, and it was a... suffice to say, this pool is much more grand and beautiful, suffice to say.
I agree. And speaking of beautiful, another fantastic night, just like Monday night. If you tuned in on Monday, boys had a really good game. Beat Marin Catholic pretty handily. Hopefully that was good preparation for tonight's match. Like Brian said, Terra Linda, definitely one of the top 4 teams in MCAL. Really think we need a good win tonight to propel us into this weekend's tournament. We're doing a Battle in the Creek tournament out in the East Bay. Probably have 2 games each day. Potential rematch with Redwood if we do well.
And as we watch the final seconds tick off here, we will be discussing at some point today the Redwood Campolindo result from Moraga yesterday, which I think raised a lot of eyebrows. The Redwood Giants took down Campolindo 14-13, really sending a shot across the North Coast section. 19 seconds to go. It's a tie game. TL with the ball.
And they're up. They have an advantage and a goal. That's unfortunate, but there is time. 13 seconds. Plenty of time to get into the offense.
Clutch goal by number 13 from TL. Took advantage of the 6-on-5.
All right, looks like I'm guessing, TAM's going to call a timeout. Be interesting to see if they pull the goalie and go 7-on-6.
The varsity boys who are itching to play. And again, if you're just tuning in, thanks for tuning in. Stephen Kent to my right. I'm Brian Murphy. We do your TAM TV YouTube water polo, and the varsity game was scheduled to start at 5, but here we are. It's 5:04, and the JV game's still going. There was a long delay in the JV game. Stephen, did you ever figure out what was going on there?
I think so. So apparently what happened is a Terra Linda player was passing the ball sort of across the goal face, and one of the field players for TAM grabbed it with 2 hands.
Like
Brandon
Ayuk.
Yes, from the San Francisco 49ers. And both refs were unsure as to whether that would be a 5-meter penalty or maybe an exclusion or a combination of both. They actually called both of them, all the refs they knew. Finally got through to somebody they could get an answer from, and the answer was 5-meter penalty. Terra Linda took the 5-meter and missed. So after, it must have been 15 minutes. It was sort of a nothing burger.
We'd be into the varsity game now, but it was a 15-minute delay where they wanted to get the right ruling. So adding to the tension as we get ready for this TAM TL game. For TAM varsity, we've talked. If you followed our games, we've talked about the slow start for the season and how maybe Archie and Redwood came up on them pretty fast, and we were talking about how this team hopefully is better at the end of October than they are at the start of September, right? And this is kind of, I would say, from the sports writer angle, this is the game where you say, okay, well, if that narrative is going to be true, you got to play well today.
Exactly. I'm really looking forward to seeing a lot of dry balls, ball moving around much more quickly with Tam tonight, actually running those plays that they were trying to run against Redwood with the picks, actually working. I'm expecting to hear a lot more talking, and definitely not getting outswam down the pool, even though, as we should say, and more than most people how good of a swimming program Terra Linda as a school has, not only their swim team, but the water polo as well.
Absolutely. It's funny because, we've talked about this. Well, we should probably turn it over here. The final 13 seconds. Goalie is up. All right, the clock ticking, 12, 11, 10. Tam down 1. If you're just tuning in, it's the JV game, Stephen.
Okay, he's got a free shot here. Expects Max to shoot it. Looks like there was a 2-meter call. Tam player got inside 2 meter.
That's a 5! That's a 5 meter! The ball's underwater! That's a 5!
There's some...
Okay, there's some...
You guys just blew that game.
There's some...
Single-handedly.
The emotion of sport, Stephen. The emotion of sport.
I don't know how to explain that.
Tough loss for Tam.
Tam, coach thought the goalkeeper put the ball underwater, which is, in water polo, it's a 5 meter for the other team. And,
so, Stephen,
it's a no call.
I'm going to leave you to set the table right now. I'm going to go get the Terra Linda roster, okay?
That sounds good.
Because we couldn't get it until this JV game was over.
Yeah, so. we know a couple of these boys, but we don't know all of them.
Hang tight. Hang tight.
So, folks, the game should be starting momentarily. I'm expecting 2 to 3 minute break here.
1, 2, 3, see out.
Tam's record this year, if I'm correct, is 5-3. We're on a 2-game win streak here. We won on Saturday against Monte Vista out in the East Bay, and then we won on Monday against Marin Catholic pretty handily. Terra Linda is a school in Marin, about 5-6 miles north of us, up in the San Rafael area. And they have 2 really good players that I know about. And Brian will talk more about that when he gets his roster. Tam's finally back at full strength, which is good. We've had at least 3 boys out with different sicknesses over the last 3 weeks, so everyone's back. Recent developments, we've had Pash VC, freshman, came into the starting lineup against Monte Vista Friday before last and had a great game, and he's just slotted right in as a starter. He's a lefty, which is a real help for us. And of course, Jasper Feldman, another freshman, he's been doing really, really well this year.
What did I miss, Stephen?
So I was going over our record and how we've done the last couple of days, and how Pash VC and Jasper Feldman have really just slotted right into the starting lineup, and we're at full force.
I think it's CV, slight corrections.
Like
Campbell,
like
Visnich.
Curriculum vitae.
Yeah, let's go with that.
All right.
I got the roster for TL, and as you said, we know some of these names, and we're just going to highlight these now. By the way, shout out to the TL coach who said he enjoys the TAM YouTube broadcast.
He's doing some pre-game.
He's, I think he's buttering us up, Stephen. Buttering us up. Yeah. The big guy is the senior number 15, Soren Jessen. I believe Burns been playing. The seniors have known him for a while.
Yes.
Do you have a book on Soren Jessen? I believe he's going D1. Isn't he committed to I think UCLA, right?
Yeah, he committed to UCLA probably 3 or 4, maybe early in the summer. Soren, he plays for Shack, which is one of the 3 clubs in Marin. Traditionally, you'd look at him, you'd say he's a center defender, but he's such a fast and strong swimmer that a lot of times they'll put him up at set D. He's guarding who's ever at 3, and he's like Vinny from Archie.
Yeah.
He likes to break.
Okay.
And so we really need to stay on him tonight, not let him get one on Ethan, or we're gonna give up some easy goals.
So he's number 15. Other names you're going to look for, number 5, Cam Heller. We've known him since the early days of MSL swimming. He's an outstanding shooter. He likes to shoot a lot, number 5. So
he does. I think he was all county last year. I'm not sure which team he was on, but he was Definitely one of the better players in MCAL.
Number 8, Harley Haveman, a junior, I believe, is also somebody you're going to look for today. Terra Linda is a good, strong team who's, like Tam, actually hasn't played as many games as you would think. They've only played 10 games. Tam's only played 8, and those are two of the lower totals. Most teams have played around 15 games, something like that. You know, we've talked about Tam's scheduling. And in addition to, with Terra Linda, I believe a lot of these boys play together on Shack. Yeah, correct.
Andrew Sternfels actually went over this summer and played with them, so he's familiar with them. But that helps when you're playing year-round club and high school.
Number 10, Andrew Chong is a strong swimmer, somebody to watch for. So 15, Jessen, 10, Chong, 8, Haveman, 5, Heller. Those will be the 4 big names, I think, and we'll see how it rises up along the way.
All right, looks like we're about to start. Looks like the refs called over the teams. Going to give them a talk to. You know who we haven't introduced yet?
Ari Blocker.
Ari Blocker back in the house, our cameraman.
You'll note the
missed you.
Outstanding cinematography of an Ari Blocker.
Yes, I've been told by our viewers that they like how he zooms in on a lot of the players. Gives us a much closer look at the play, the action.
He's solid, and we're like, when we run the camera, we're like the grandpa with the thumb in the lens when you get the pictures back.
It's like how I do the replays.
Oh my gosh!
About 3 seconds too late.
Ari doesn't even know. We used to drop the film off at Photomat, then you'd wait 2 days. How are they? You get them back, and there's thumbs in every one of them. Oh man! Ari's like, oh, okay, boomer. That's what he's saying.
All right, boys are in the water.
So if you're just tuning in and you're wondering what the heck's going on, the JV game ran really long. There was a long officiating delay, and it was actually quite an exciting game that, unfortunately for the Tam red-tailed Hawks fans out there, went to Terra Linda 5-4 on a goal scored in the final 30 seconds and a 6-on-5. Tam had a shot at the end, just missed. And so TL got that one 5-4 in JV, but that's why we're late, Stephen. We haven't started the varsity game yet.
We got some nail maintenance going on over there. Vern was telling me recently that they only check in high school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he said he didn't get checked all summer at
JOs
boy. Or any of the tournaments.
Oh, boy. Do they check the toes, too, Stephen?
They should.
Yeah, they should.
Especially on 17-year-old boys.
Oh, God. See some of those daggers coming out. Setting aside from water polo, your teenager comes out of his bedroom, cut those nails, son.
All right,
come on.
Look at our crowd here. We got people with blankets on. Even the dog looks cold. The other Monday night.
Give us the Monday night, the Grillies night, right? We were urging everybody to get a burrito and come down and watch the game. By the way, the girls did wind up winning that game, girls varsity. Congratulations to them. I don't know about JV. I'm hoping they won. But the girls varsity on that pleasant, gorgeous evening. But the weather has broken. The fog has come back. God bless. But we have a beautiful blue sky, just that hint of that wind coming off the Pacific Ocean that always kind of funnels through the pool here. So that's how I think you hear it on the mic a little bit. Apologies for that.
So we had a game on Tuesday canceled. We were supposed to play Miramonte in the East Bay, and we think that one got canceled for weather, but we're not entirely sure.
Declan told me? Ref shortage, he said.
Oh, interesting, because
I don't know if he's right.
So we were also supposed to have a game last week against Marin Academy. I ran into one of the players yesterday at the Redwood game against Campolindo, and he was telling me the reason we were trying to reschedule the Marin Academy game for yesterday just at last minute. He said there was a ref shortage there as well. So I've heard that over the last couple of years. There's a real ref shortage
in all sports,
Northern California.
All sports. Yeah. So thanks to these gentlemen who come out and refer. We always complain about a call here and there. We're glad they're here. Yep. We don't have a game without them.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like the coach the other night. What was that phrase he had? He's riding them like a jet ski. That's a creative way to complain.
That was funny.
All right. One of the refs is meeting with the captains. 2 captains for TAM this year are Wyatt Donaldson and Bern Kent. And it looks like Soren Jensen is the captain for Terra Linda. let's go over the schedule here just before we get started. The
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
looks like the next home game will be next Tuesday, Brian, against San Rafael here.
Okay.
And then Thursday as well next week, 4 o'clock, San Domenico here.
Okay.
Then we go back into our second tournament, North-South, for the weekend of the 18th and 19th. And then we wrap up the season back home on the 23rd. It's a Wednesday against Novato.
Okay. Is that senior day? Last regular season home game?
That is.
Okay.
That is. That's
Will
a big
be
day.
emotional. We should tell everybody, too, if, listen, we want good crowds, and we have a good crowd. Looks like the girls' team's out here cheering, so good for them. And that if you're into it and you support us, we're going to be at Los Lomas High School Friday and Saturday for a couple games. 3 o'clock, I believe, is the game on Friday, right?
3 o'clock. And then if we win, it's 6. If we lose, it's 7, or
so
one of the other ways.
A little double dip there.
Yep.
And then do you know Saturday's game, is that at 3 o'clock also?
No, actually, if we say we win the first 2 games against Buchanan and Clovis, we get rewarded with an 8 a.m. game for 7th place. And if we win that, then the championship's at 12.
Okay. So we'll be later on Friday, earlier on Saturday.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's just to let you know the schedule here. But this was kind of the highlight of the week, this one. Well, obviously, at Miramani was going to be. It got scratched. So
Which may benefit the boys, if you think about it.
Get a little rest. Although Lacey and Monsies will work them in practice, too,
Yeah, Burns said they swam 21 200s yesterday.
Oh, boy. Okay.
For reasons we can't go into.
All right.
All right, you can hear the boys chanting.
The familiar T-high, and out they come. Let's go for a roster check. We're going number 2, the freshman Jasper Feldman. Number 9, Andrew Sternfels, the senior. Number 20, Bern Kent, the senior. Number 10, Reed Hanna, the senior. Number 5, Declan Murphy, the junior. And number 12, Pash Campbell Visnich, or Pash CV, the freshman. So 2 freshmen and Ethan Wallace in goal, 3 freshmen. Now for Terra Linda, we'll give it to you right here. It looks like doing the sprint is 5, Cam Heller. Looks like I see Soren Jessen just to the right of the goal there as we look at it. Number 7, Patrick Knopf is starting. Number 10, Andrew Chong on the far end. Number 3, Jack Middleton on the far end. And then just to the right of the goalie is number 8, Harley Haveman. So Heller, Chong, Haveman, and Jessen, the big names.
Sun might play a role in here in this game. Brian, look.
Yeah, the TL.
Look at the TL goal. If it continues, they may actually switch every quarter, switch sides every quarter instead of at half.
Looks like Bern Kent will be doing the sprint against Cam Heller. Cam Heller, a very accomplished swimmer at MCAS. So, are you looking for fast pace? You looking for?
First of all, I'm looking for matchups.
Okay.
I'm really curious to see who tries to guard Reed and who tries to guard Declan.
Hey!
Nice. Good job, Bern.
That's against a really good swimmer, too.
That is.
Yes. So well done by Bern Kent.
All right.
There's Jessen, huh?
Got Reed Hanna matching up with Soren Jessen matching up with Reed Hanna. Burns being guarded by, is that Middleton, number 7?
7 is Knopf, Patrick Knopf.
Thank you. Get back.
Looks like Declan's down in the hole being guarded by number 8, Harley Haveman. Murphy is. Got it down to Murph. Wasn't able to corral it, unfortunately.
No. Nice to see him get in there early, though. I think we want to get Declan involved, give him some confidence, and put pressure on their defenders.
And it looks like Harley Haveman trying to draw a foul off him right there as he actually. Well, here's a tough matchup right now as you got Pash on number 5, Heller. So that's a freshman, 12 on the sharpshooting junior. So that's one to watch.
I've been impressed with Pash's defense, though. He's got the physical strength to guard him. It's just a matter of if he's got the speed.
So Tam playing the press, huh?
Yeah, Burns says they're going to do that a lot this year. Got a free shot here. No, looks like I'm guessing the ref called that because he moved forward a bit. Or he wasn't inside. He was inside the 6 meter.
Always daunting to see Jessen rise up
Yeah,
early on, feeling each other out early on.
So Tam's definitely running a play here. Looks like the drivers came inside and then went out to the wing.
Once again, Murphy in the hole against Haveman.
Looks like they're trying to get it to Reed.
Reed shooting from long range, kind of an easy stop for the goalie there, who I can't get a name on that goalie. I apologize. I have a roster for them, but Joey Carvalho. Joey Carvalho.
Okay. Oh, good drive.
Oh, that pass
wasn't high enough there for Jasper Feldman.
Freshman turnover. Now watch the counters. We can't get countered by a fast-swimming team. All right, no counter.
Yeah, up the middle here. Jasper helped out Andrew helped out while Jasper got back.
There it is.
Yeah.
Number 10, Andrew Chong, beating Feldman there in the front of the goal. Well done. TL up 1-0.
Yeah, that all started just because he got out-swam.
Once again, the slow start against these premier teams, Redwood, Archie, and Tam. They've fallen behind in all 3 games. Redwood, Archie, and TL, pardon me. We are Tam. So far, only one shot, Reed Hanna from long range, and then the one where Murphy couldn't corral it down low.
All right, this is the 3rd time they're running the offense through Kent over here on this side.
It's like Haveman doing a good job on Murphy in the hole there. Only 7 seconds left on the shot clock. There, he tried to get it into Murphy, and Haveman got him. He's gotten the better of him twice now. Murphy's going to have to step it up down there.
They're really spreading it out here. This is going to fall on Reed to guard Soren. He's got him. Burns coming back to help.
Well, he got a kick out.
Yep.
First exclusion for Reed. That's unfortunate. And already, TL looks like the sharper team.
I'll tell you that pass into the hole is so important. You got to get it to the guy's hand. I think we've had a couple into Declan, but not quite to his hand. It makes it hard. You got to hold the guy off and reach out also and get the ball. Whereas Soren there just had the ball.
Oh, Chung, we got a break. Yep. Andrew Chung had loaded up and it slipped out of his hand.
I was going to say the same thing.
You tell me what we're trying to do here offensively, Stephen, because I can't figure it out. Two dumps down to Murphy that haven't reached him.
Yep, I think they're trying to be patient, trying to run it through Reed or Byrne.
Well, that was maybe an ill-advised.
Yeah, I don't think that was the plan there, but not a bad shot.
Pass CV,
he had
the freshman.
He had an opening.
So far, the offense for Tim, quite underwhelming. Quite underwhelming.
Nice. Good play by.
But look at that.
Steal.
Look at the kid. That's Pash CV, the freshman, who had just missed that shot, Stephen.
Yep, and he's a lefty, so this sets up. If he could just hold him off.
Oh. Is that number 7 with the great defense there?
I would have liked to have seen him take it earlier and keep the guy on his back. So
Patrick Knopf, the senior, flummoxed the freshman there.
Okay. All right. Terra Linda back on offense. Ball into the center.
Oh, boy.
That's going to happen.
That's Cam Heller feeding Soren Jessen.
Yep.
TL2, TAM 0, 2:57 to go in the first quarter.
So Tam's going to have to press on the wings. If they're going to let Reed, if they're going to have Reed guarding Soren down there, they're going to have to press much harder than that. They cannot let inbound passes like that happen.
Just another disappointing slow start for the TAM team against a premier opponent. They just are not playing their best polo when they have to.
All right, looks like now we're doing a double post with Byrne and Declan.
Is there a kick out? No? Got a kick out?
Yep. Nice.
Hey, and it worked.
Really smart play by Reed Hanna there, recognizing the kick out, getting it to Pash CV.
And that is a Pash CV goal. The freshman making his presence felt, that's for sure.
Field the Pash.
Huge to stop the bleeding there. TL2, TAM 1, 2:43 to go in the first.
Okay. So they're pressing again. Byrne's doing a good job. So that's what you want. 10 seconds off the shot clock, and they're still not even over mid-pool.
And that's Haveman. He's pressing over to Chong, who's up against Feldman. Look at that, CV with a little deflection there. Pash CV, the freshman.
All right, 8 seconds left.
There it is. Reed Hanna with another defensive gem, tips it away, and it's scooped up by number 2, Jasper Feldman. So good stop by Tim there. You'd like to answer here with a goal. Oh, you had Reed.
Yep,
there he is. And he got it into him.
5 meter. Great pass by Jasper Feldman over the Terra Linda arm.
And the foul is on.
So.
Foul is number 8, Harley Haveman, so his first.
So for those of you who don't watch a lot of water polo, it's my understanding that it's sort of a curse. If you get fouled, you get the 5 meter, and then you try to make it. So Reed handed it off to Burr, but didn't seem to help much.
Carvalho gave it to Kent, and he got stoned by, Carvalho. Hannah gave it to Kent. Carvalho stones Kent there, 2-1. Well, that's down to they're taking advantage of Feldman again down there, maybe.
Yeah, good recovery, though.
Very good recovery by the kid. Well done by
Fantastic.
Feldman. Well done.
Good job. It's getting physical over there.
D'd up a senior, Jack Middleton. These freshmen against the seniors, I tell you, I give these kids a ton of credit, man. You're giving away a lot of body. You're giving a lot of weight and maturity and age, and offensive foul. Just before we could get even started.
In our 4 years here at TAM, I cannot remember a lot of freshmen. This is probably the year that most freshmen have played on varsity.
No subs, I think, by TAM so far, and maybe not by TL either. Just tuning in, Terra Linda 2, TAM 1, 1:20 to go in the first period.
So it looks like Burns sagging back to help. 2 meter violation. There you go.
It is.
Number 13 on Terra Linda was inside 2 meters.
That's Colby Rallis, who is a sub. He has come in.
Gotcha. So it looks like Zach and Lacey have decided to have Burn play off whoever's up top, kind of help out in the middle.
Declan no longer in the hole. Murphy no longer in the hole. They're putting Reed Hanna down there, and it looks like, they called him for a push-off. Unfortunate. Under a minute to play, Stephen. 2-1 Terra Linda.
Not a lot of goals here in this pool today.
It's got to get one stop at a time here, guys. One stop at a time. Now they're falling back into Brescia, the zone, huh? With 15 seconds left on the shot clock.
Yep.
Get those hands up. Oh, there it is. Ethan Wallace with a stop of Colby Rallis' shot.
All right. We got, looks like the shot clock and the game clock are about the same. 25, 26 seconds.
Murphy looking to pass it.
Yeah, he needs help.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Like
there's nobody open, really. Oh, errant pass. It's too bad. Wasted a couple seconds there. 5 on the shot clock. Good dump.
No, I would have shot that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
I mean, it's the end of the quarter.
Yeah, why not, right?
You know, but it's okay.
End of the first quarter. Terra Linda 2, TAM 1. Steven, I need your first quarter takeaways right here. What are you seeing? Don't want to put you on the spot there, everybody.
Coaches will hate me for saying this, but I honestly think this year's TAM team plays better when the game's sort of unorganized and, back and forth. And when they try to run plays, it seems like there's a disconnect in the passing. They're overthinking it. They're maybe not sure where they're supposed to be. I'm not saying all the time, but I'm seeing this a lot of times. Just taking too long to get into their offense. So this just, and the high school season's condensed. The boys have been together for 5 weeks now. Some of them are brand new, to high school water polo, so it takes a while. But I've seen, like, in the game on Saturday against Monte Vista, where I thought we played well. They weren't obviously as good as Terra Linda, but the boys did really well. They were sort of playing free-flowing. They had their head up. Mm-hmm. They were making the right pass. The ball was dry most of
maybe
the game.
Credit some of TL's defense on this too, but
yeah,
I would say just from a guy who comes from the basketball, baseball, football background, I always look at the big players. Reed Hanna is one of the best players in Northern California with the best gun. I don't know how we can or do it, but I would get more shots for Reed Hanna. I would like to see him taking more shots than anybody else on the team. And secondarily, Byrne is a great shooter too. So far, TL's plan, so far the shots are being taken by people other than those players. So
you're right.
Credit to their defense. They're taking away Hanna, and it's up to TAM to figure out how to get Hanna back in there. Looks like the exact same starting group. Let's see. Pass CV, who has the only goal. 5 Murphy, 20 Kent, 10 Hanna, 9 Sternfels, and 2 Feldman. Out here for TL. It's going sprinter Heller at 5. 7.
Wait till look. If that gets 2 seconds, wait. He has to pop it.
Next to him is 7 Knopf. Next to him is 15 Jessen, who's a big, strong dude. Carvalho in goal. And then down there you got Haveman, number 8, who's playing some good defense. Number 10, Chong. And number 3, Middleton for TL. So same lineups.
I think the one thing we have to look forward to, Brian, is Tam in almost every game this year has gotten better as the game's gone along. We have the slow starts, but definitely second halves have been
Declan
pretty
doing
good.
the sprint. I don't know why.
I think because he swam under 50 seconds in the 100 this
he
year.
won
So
it.
that's not very slow.
He
Good
won
job.
it. He won it.
I think he won it just on his arms.
Yes, so that's good. We
Long
got to
line.
put every possession. Bob Custle told me, he said you should track every possession in a little notebook. You know, that's one possession extra that we get.
Exactly. And we've had 2 so far. So with the first quarter win.
Yeah, if you're just tuning in, TL2, TAM 1. So there's Hannah down in the whole set, right? They're trying to get him going.
Nice pass
Got
by
it
Jasper.
into him, but taken away by Haveman, or pardon me.
Yep.
7 is Knopf. Knopf with a good defense, but Tam got it back. And Murphy over to Feldman. Oh, we had a little moment there.
Inside the
2 meter.
Yep.
Unfortunate. So for those who don't really know water polo, you can't get inside 2 meters of the goal without the ball. And that's what Reed had done, right?
Exactly.
To receive that pass. That was a promising set that didn't work. So that was in the Bob Custle rule. Mark down in your notebook. 1 possession, no points.
Good help on defense. Jasper Feldman put the ball under. He finds Reed.
Look at this.
Ahead.
Look at this,
see if we can tie
Steven.
the game here.
Not a 5
Wow.
meter. Not a 5 meter.
Wow. That was pretty
What's
aggressive.
kind of crazy about
Haven't seen that often where the foul comes from behind the player like that and not get a.
What were we saying about happy that the refs are here?
Okay, Burns on the drive.
Declan trying to look for Hannah down there, just couldn't dump it into him. Here comes 5.
Like to see the boys talk.
Jeez, that was
Pash
unfortunate.
has to let
You
Declan
gotta-
know that there's someone there.
Yeah, he does, yes. So, 2 possessions, no goals. Actually, 3. I'm gonna when we go back and watch the film, I'm gonna try to figure out how we didn't get a goal out of a Reed Hannah breakaway. That's gonna be that goes into the game story somehow, some way.
Yep.
I mean, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Looks like we're falling back into the zone here.
Wind's picking up a bit too. That's gonna make it challenging.
So Lacey was calling for them to fall back into Brescia, which is the zone, and TL caught Tam in transition and got a pass over to Cam Heller, and he skipped it in. TL3, Tam 1.
Let's see. We've got the same set of boys in.
Yeah. Offensively, I'm looking for something offensively.
So we're switching here. It looks like Hannah's going to go play down low. Kent's now going to start up in the 3, start the play. I'll be interested to see where he puts Declan, if he does a double post with Reed or if he puts Declan out on the wing, which I'm not really sure is the best place for him. Okay, so they're running a play here.
Yeah, running
To
a
me,
play.
it's starting really slowly.
Yeah, already 18
Trying to
left in
find
the
Pash
shot
off the backside here. There, now they finally got him, but too
And there's
late.
Hannah. Hannah has position.
Okay, so
No, he
no,
just
that's
easy
not the
stop.
shot we want.
Easy stop for Carvalho.
Okay.
TL3, Tam 1, 4:56 to go in the second period. And Tam offensively just cannot get untracked or on track, whichever the phrase is. Oh, boy. Oh, Tam got lucky there.
God.
Tam got lucky there. Andrew Chong missed a point-blank shot, and it turns into a Reed Hannah breakaway.
Thank you,
Nice
post.
pass by Jasper Feldman. Mark that down. Andrew Chong misses a, as you call a sitter.
Yes.
Feldman scoops it up with a beautiful, beautiful dime down to Reed Hannah, who scores.
Fantastic. Right under the left arm of the goalkeeper.
Just a huge turn of events in Tam's favor. One of the first good things that's happened today, Steven.
So we'll just convince Reed to no longer get close to the goal. Just stay about 4 or 5 meters away because he's deadly from there.
Terra Linda 3, Tam 2, 4:30 to 3 to go. We have a sub. We have Pash CV is out, and it looks like
Semi
is Sammy Melise, yes, number 3.
All right.
Sophomore. Burns working down there.
Yeah, keep an eye on the hole here.
Declan forces an errant pass from Heller.
Okay, he's got position on Kent. Kent needs to get in the front.
There, look at Ethan Wallace with the aggressive move out there.
Fantastic defense by Ethan Wallace.
Who you
Looks
got?
like Reed got. We got. Murphy's got the ball here up top, head up.
What does he see? What does he see?
Looks like Sammy in the corner. I'd like to see a driver come through.
Look at that. Oh, what a stop by Carvalho. You got to give Sam Melise a huge shout out for a beautiful pass right there.
That's true. One of the best passes I've seen this year.
Got to give Carvalho a lot of credit for that stop. When Reed Hanna rises up, he frequently scores. So good ball all around by everyone. Oh, look at that pass from Murphy to Kent.
Pass, Declan Murphy to Kent.
Okay.
All right.
A little momentum. Here you go. Ethan Wallace with an aggressive defensive play. The Melise pass to Hanna, which results in a goalie tip, which gets the ball back. Murphy finds Kent.
Yep.
It's a 3-3 ball game.
Yep.
Well, to your point, maybe they get better as the game goes on.
I think they do.
Well,
one difference I'm noticing in this game compared to other games is we're playing a lot more inside, right between the post, 2-3 meters out, than any other game this year. So that must be deliberate on the part of the coaches. They're trying to maybe put Cam Heller and Soren under pressure.
There's Murphy and Heller, a couple of promising juniors going at it here.
There's a switch. That was really good if you saw Jasper and Burns.
Oh, look at the block there by Declan on that pass. Well done.
Great hands.
And, unfortunately, it got a little loose. Oh.
There we go.
Good defense there.
Okay, folks, let's do a time check. 3:25 left in the game. Looks like the ball's been turned over.
Oh, no.
Something happened
Bad break. Just tuning in, 3-3. Terra Linda 3, TAM 3. Really good game between two evenly matched teams. I like the Murphy on Heller. Kind of disrupts him with the long arms there.
Great help out there, Jasper Feldman again.
And Reed Hanna really making life hard on Andrew Chong there to create that turnover. Reed's just been, we say this every broadcast, his defense has just been sensational.
Yeah.
We talk about if he can't, we used to say this in baseball, if you don't get a hit at the plate, go grab your glove and take one away. And if Hanna's not going to be, if defenses are taking him away, he's fine. I'll go steal it from you.
Yeah, here's the theory. Reed, as long as I've known him, has been an attacker for TAM and for San Francisco Water Polo Club. But when he got on the national team,
what are we calling here?
I'm not sure.
Well,
coach is talking to the ref.
So Reed scored, but the ref blew the whistle right before he released. Stop the clock. Okay, so what you saw there, Reed was releasing the ball right as the ref blew the whistle. He scored.
Zach is saying if it's outside a 6-meter foul, the goal should count.
I like it when Zach explains the rules to the ref. Especially when they result in TAM goals, but it doesn't look like we're going to get that. He's not going to give it to him. So it's back to 3-3 ball game.
Okay, let's see if we can make up for that.
I think Murphy had position. Murphy had position inside. It's too bad.
Okay.
Better ball movement, right?
Yeah,
better ball movement.
Patience there.
I kind of like what Sammy.
Nice.
Kind of like Sammy Melise. You know what?
Melise coming in.
I'm going to go ahead and say this kid is coming in and contributing.
He's like
coming in
Dave
and contributing.
Rigetti with accuracy there.
Like that
dated reference. But
Vern Kent with another goal. TAM has the lead.
Hey, before we get started, I want to go back to what I was saying about Reed. He's on the national team, and they made him a 2-meter defender. And I think just spending all summer with these really fantastic players from all over the United States, I think really improved his defense.
So just to get reset here, TAM 4, Terra Linda 3. They've scored 3 unanswered goals and seem to have found something. The substitution of Melise in, although that was maybe an ill-advised shot there from Melise. They were doing better when we shared the ball more. That was something.
Yep.
Scratch that one
on
down.
The clock.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
1:45 left.
Plus he's gotten beat. Oh, we got a break.
We could easily get 2 or 3 more possessions. We've got an advantage if we go quickly.
Boy, it feels like momentum is really turning towards TAM. You got Andrew Sternfels now on a breakaway. And, they called the ball under by Andrew.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Would have liked to have seen Kent call for the ball, try to help Andrew out there. All right, we have 1:31 left.
Well, it seems like offensively, the insertion of Melise has created some sort of ball movement that's working for more opportunities.
Terra seems to be playing more off of him than they were Pash CV.
Mm-hmm.
And so it'd be great if you could get a goal because then they've got to honor him. But that seems to be, he's been a really accurate passer since he came in.
I'm looking at
already.
I'm looking at TL right now and their faces, and maybe they're not as confident as they were when they were up 3-1. But Tam needs to sort of build on this going into the break. We have a summit here between Zach and the ref.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's a big, if indeed they blew that call, Tam's up 5-3 if that's a goal, so. But, you can't cry over spilled milk, Steven.
No, you
What
can't.
I tell the kids all the time, next pitch. We got to move on.
Yeah.
We got to move on.
Don't worry about refs. You worry about what you're doing. Control what you can control.
And really enjoying Reed's defense today. Reed Hanna, just a sensational all-around player.
A lot of this, momentum change, I think, has come from our defense.
Yeah.
The press is working better than it was in the first quarter.
I liked Murphy on Heller. It caused, Heller's a very good player, but that's long. There's long arms on him.
Yeah, that can negate his speed.
And so we'll see what happens here. Unfortunately, Terra gets the ball here for 1:31 to go. So again, if you're just tuning in, we'd like to reset because we don't have the Chiron up. Apologies for that. It is Tam 4, Terra 3, 1:31 to go in the second quarter.
Looks like we have a sub. Looks like Pash CV is back in. Sammy Melise is out.
4-3.
Otherwise, everyone else for Tam, all the starters are back in. So goalie will get the ball started, the play started.
I have a correction for you. It's 3-3. A goal was not counted. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
But it's
All
3-3.
I missed that too.
I apologize to everybody. This is what happens in water polo. It's very confusing.
All right, we've got a contra foul.
And it turned
Tam's
into a
going the
Reed
other
Hanna.
way. Reed does
Pick it up
not
and shoot
have
right
to.
now, buddy.
Yep. Okay.
And he drew an exclusion from number 3.
Oh, Burns inside. He had him. He finds Bernie up. They had an opportunity right there.
Jack
Okay.
Middleton has been excluded.
All right.
CV
Pash has
back
the ball.
in.
So we've got, looks like a double post with Reed and Kent. Jasper's got the ball looking for somebody. Be patient. They got plenty of time.
Nice pass. Ooh,
Got
nice
plenty of
defense.
time. Okay.
10 and 8 for TL on that. Oh, he's back in. So
Looks like 2 blocks.
Tim
and
has a
turnover.
breakaway to Reed. I would like to see him just rear up and shoot. He drew the exclusion, and Tam doesn't cash in on the 6-on-5.
Terra Linda's done a good job with strategic fouls.
Yeah,
That's what
they
you
really
do.
have.
You don't give them a free shot on your goal. You make them earn it, either through a 5-meter or, if you're lucky, you get away with just a foul.
Two smart teams. 35 seconds to go. A 3-3 game, unfortunately.
Okay.
Where's the kick out?
There you go. Good job, Pash.
30 seconds to go, Steven.
Ref or the coach for Terra Linda wanted to kick out there, but I thought that was really good defense on Pash's part. Hands were up, leaning on the guy, but not too much. Reed came in and helped. All right.
15 seconds to go in the half.
Kent's trying to get position. This defender, number 3, is really. There's a little bit of holding. Didn't get the call. Got
6 seconds. 5.
Going to be an outside
4,
shot here.
3, 2. Wow, how disappointing.
Yeah.
Don't get a shot off?
See, that
What the heck is that?
1 second left here. Quarter's
No.
not over.
Well, the clock was at 0.
Okay, now you let him shoot.
Wow.
Okay.
I got simple advice here. Get a shot off.
Yeah.
What are we doing, guys?
Yeah. So,
I mean, oh well. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's reset everything here. I'm going to go check the score situation for a moment because we had a burn goal put us up 4-3. I'm going to go check on that.
okay. Yeah, maybe talk to the ref. So there's a 3-minute break, folks, between halves, or quarters, sorry, for the halftime. Can you tell me why that one goal didn't count?
Someone was inside the 2. Can't be ahead of the
Ref's saying inside the 2 on that one goal that didn't count.
Yeah, I got the same information down there from the outstanding girls varsity waterpolo coach, Bob Palmer. So, frustrating, and we'll start with the positive. They were down 3-1. They were reeling a little bit. they came back and tied it, and sort of, I think, kind of controlled the last 4 minutes of the second quarter. Negative is the slow start. I can't. What do you got?
I've got everything you've got. I think, and like I said earlier, I think Tam's good play this year starts with their defense. Like I said earlier, with the offense, they seem to be struggling to get into a structured offense, running plays. So a quick defensive turnover, counter, or at least 3-on-2 type of situation is where we're really doing well. Even though, like you said, we've had 2 or 3 with Reed right there on the edge, and he's getting stopped for one reason or another. Let's hope those go in the second half.
It will be hard for me to figure out how we had so many breakaways that did not result in goals. Like you said, strategic fouling by TL, give them credit. We missed a 5-meter. Reed had a couple breakaways that didn't end. A 6-on-5 we couldn't convert. So, but that's sports and that's water polo. It doesn't always go your way. And so what you're seeing now, we didn't know how this game would turn out. It turns out these teams are extremely evenly matched. Early read right now would be that Archie and Redwood are a cut above these two teams, and Tam and TL the next level down.
I would agree. I think there's, if you take the starting lineups of all 4 teams and they play a round robin, I think we'd be closer. I think where we're maybe a cut below is with the depth. Both teams here tonight. I'm not super familiar with Terra Linda, but I haven't seen them sub a lot.
No, not a lot.
Their boys, like our boys, our starters, must be used to playing, 90% of the game. So it's just a matter of who's got the fitness levels.
You know who I want to shout out, who helped change the game, was number 3, the sophomore Sam Elise.
Yes.
I thought he was outstanding.
Some of the best passes he's had all season. Yeah. I agree with you. Yeah, and like I said earlier in the year, it's a benefit to Tam that we have 3 left-handed boys on the team this year. I think that just changes your offense, changes how the defense has to guard you. If we can get some scoring production from one of those or 2 of those boys, that'd be even better. But right now, we're getting really good defense from Pash, and we're getting really good passing from Sammy.
Interesting, we've gone with 3 different sprinters in 3 different quarters. It was Kent quarter 1, Murphy quarter 2, and now Sternfeld's quarter 3.
And Sternfeld's probably the best of the 3 as far as sprinting.
So Tam's starting lineup for the third quarter going to go Sternfelds, Feldman, the freshman, Kent, the senior, Wallace, the freshman in goal, Hannah, the senior, Murphy, the junior, and CV, the freshman. And this time, Terra Linda goes with a different sprinter. They went with number 3.
That was close.
They went with Jack Middleton, and he won the sprint.
So Reed Hannah is guarding Soren Jensen.
And then down low
Quick ball inside, Kent's on.
That's a really tough start. Really tough start.
Yeah. They ran a play, and it was successful.
Harley Haveman scored the goal.
Yep. So there you want to see Tam, if they're going to press, the outside defenders have to be closer to the players. They have to hit them. You can't let a ball like that go into the center. So someone needs to help Burn here. All right, Sternfeld has the ball.
TL's changing his defense now here. Dropping down. Get it back. Oh, boy. There's a turnover from the freshman. Easy pick for Jack Middleton as CV makes a dangerous pass that gets picked off. Okay, tough start here. When I was coaching basketball, Steve and I was talking about the first 2 minutes of the third quarter, and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter are not going well here, and CV's just been kicked out.
Yep.
Hit him in the head.
That's his first, I think, so he'll be out for...
I would put Melise back in, quite frankly, but I probably shouldn't be saying that on YouTube.
Watch out for Soren right here. They're gonna, right here. Good. Good play by Reed to change the arc of the pass, and then good job by Ethan to get over there quickly. And get it.
Ethan's been playing well today, I think. Ethan Wallace, the freshman goalie, yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's given up some goals.
Here comes Melise. I like that. I think Sammy had a good half, a good quarter.
Yep.
Murphy down low to Hannah.
Like I said, I'd like to see a driver. Like Reed's trying to do it all on his own. He got 3 Tam boys back here in the middle of the pool.
And he just threw a kick out.
Yep.
Good job by Reed Hannah. He did. You said trying to do it all by himself? He did do it all by himself there.
He did. You're right. Okay.
I would like to run a play for him here. That's what I would like to do.
Yep.
I would like to run a play for
see
10.
What they got. Kent back to Murphy.
17 on the
Back
shot
to
clock.
Kent.
You could be patient, guys.
maybe a catch and shoot situation where you've got the goalie going one way. Like
Oh,
that's got to do the good pass.
8.
Here we go.
Oh, nice
That
save.
was it. Catch
We
and
got it
shoot.
back. New shot clock. New shot clock.
Hey, patience.
Patience.
Okay.
There's Sammy. Oh, that was
So Jasper, if he had his head up,
There
he
were
would have seen.
25 seconds on the shot clock when he shot that.
Zach seemed to be under pressure. Like maybe that wasn't the case. Maybe they actually did not have that much time. The shot clock to the right.
Well, the shot clock said 25, so if I'm wrong, I apologize.
I felt like he was telling him to shoot. All right, good defense by Jasper. Slow the play down.
Terra Linda 4, Tam 3, 4:27 to go in the third quarter.
Okay. Oh, see. Yeah, good job. Good switch. Kent stops
Look at
Johnson
Reed
from
Hanna.
driving.
Look at Reed.
Reed Hanna is like 6 feet out of the water.
This guy's defense. Draymond Green, man. Draymond Green.
All right. Okay.
I would say it's patience.
Yes.
I would stress.
I would also encourage them. They need to move in. They need to condense.
Oh, there it is. You got it into the big boy. Jasper Feldman.
20-foot passes. That was a good pass. Good 6-foot pass right there. Very close.
As we noted, Feldman leading the team in assists as a freshman. And he got it to number 10. Yeah. That's what you got to do.
Yeah, and I love to see drivers that close to the goal as well. That's aggressive. That puts the defense under pressure. That's great.
I do believe the score is 4-4, if I'm correct. That's correct. Just want to make sure after my mishap in the first half.
All right. We've got 4 minutes left in the third. Play's about to restart.
Just such an evenly matched game between these two teams. Credit to Terra Linda. They came in here and just kind of set the tone early. You got Kent defending the whole man.
Yep. So he needs to try to get in front this guy, get around him.
Uh-oh. We got a kick out here.
That's Hannah's
Reed
second.
Hanna's second kick out. Uh-oh. What the heck happened there, Stephen?
A little over-aggressive, maybe holding. I don't know. I was looking in the middle, so I didn't see.
Going to take a good defensive stand here by Tam.
Hands. They need hands. Let's get hands. There you go. Good job by Andrew. Splitting.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
All right. Interesting to see what Zach and Lacey do. Hannah's not going back in. Obviously, doesn't want him to get his third
That was
ejection.
Harley Haveman who came in and scored that goal.
Wyatt Donaldson is going to come in, and he's going to try to take the place of Reed for a bit.
I would...
Looks like he's switching up Declan Murphy. He's putting him at the 3. Burns now going out to the wing here. He's going to be on the same side as Sammy Melise.
the press is really working there. Heller all over Kent. Get it down.
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
So bit of a slow wind up there. You're telegraphing your pass. You really need to try to find someone else.
I love the freshmen. Sometimes they play rashly. They don't play as patient, I think, as they will when they're juniors and seniors.
Yep. I'd like to see the seniors in the pool start talking a bit more. Andrew and Kent, especially.
I would also say this. We got to watch right now Murphy, Garden, Chong in the hole. We got problems right here. Oh, look at that. Great defense by Sam Melise. 5 meter.
That's a 5.
Is it?
I don't see a big difference in that and that call earlier against Reed. But
he called it on Kent.
Zach's not.
That's
Zach's not arguing it too much, so I guess it's.
Oh boy, it's Jessen.
It's just bad positioning.
To be honest, in Jessen's automatic, it's 5-4. Terra Linda.
15 darts to go. 15. Okay.
Score, guys?
15 dart goal.
What?
6-4.
Terra Linda 6, Tam 4. You can't keep Hannah out. You got to put him back in. Here he comes.
Yeah.
In for Donaldson.
So you're gonna want to keep him out on the perimeter, not guarding down low. Hopefully he can make it through the next quarter and a half.
Well, they made a 5, we missed a 5. They converted on a 6-on-5. We did not convert on a 6-on-5. These are the little things that make up a game. And, of course, Hannah's 2 exclusions. Boy. It's frustrating to see TAM losing this game in their own pool.
Yeah.
The game you'd think they'd win.
I'd like to see some more aggression, too.
Yeah.
Okay, looks like Reed Hannah's cap is off.
Yeah, if you had 2:18 in the third in the pool today. Murphy's working down low against Chong. Shot clock ticking away here, guys. It's going to be a wasted possession.
Okay, over to quickly.
No, shot clock's done.
There you go. Yep. Just need to execute on the offense.
So halftime was a tie game. Third quarter, TL dominating TAM, dominating them. And it's really discouraging if you're a TAM fan to see this happen where we were talking about them getting better as the game goes on. They are actually getting out-coached, outworked, all that in the third quarter here. I mean, at this point now, you just got to be, if they score here, it's panic time.
Yeah, because it's such a low-scoring game. We're struggling to get in.
Reed Hannah, again, saves the day with defense.
Really interesting to see TAM swimming up so slowly. Like, it must be in the game plan to be methodical tonight because I'm not seeing a lot of attempts to counter. Not that was a great opportunity to counter, but I'm just seeing some really – maybe the boys are tired after 2 games in 4 days.
Yeah, if I like to say, it gets late early out here. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that down there. We got it.
How can that not be a 5-meter is beyond me. And I know
Zach Monsi's wondering the same thing.
Unbelievable.
And what just happened there? Who shot?
So Declan took a shot from the
Come on, Murphy.
top of the key. Wasn't a bad shot. Just
he's got he needs to improve his offensive game.
All right. Well, you know what though? I like that. Bit of a spark there in that possession.
Man,
right
I don't know. Now you have to make another stop here.
They did everything right. They just got a really poor call on the ref side.
Is that a kick out? Or no, we're just going down to Brescia.
No. Sternfels is out.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. 39 seconds to go in the third. If you're just tuning in, Terra to 6, TAM 4. It's been a disappointing third quarter for the TAM crowd, the TAM fans. Andrew Chong now. Look at Ethan Wallace.
Saved us. Timeout, TAM. I'm going to see if I can get a ruling from that ref.
Well, as the comedian once said, we wish we had a positive message for you. We don't have one. Would you take 2 negative messages instead? So,
Just trying to understand it.
28 seconds to go in the third quarter. Terra to 6, TAM 4. This is a game, quite frankly, TAM should win if they want to be the team they want to be, and they're not winning it, and so they're not being the team they want to be.
Yep.
So this was a game we said before the game, if they were going to build towards being better, you got to beat Terra in your own pool, and they're not. And they got to take a long, hard look. I mean, I'm not going to say it's not Redwood or Archie level, but, TL to come in this pool and kind of stick it to them is very discouraging. Sorry to be so negative, everybody. I'm as big a fan as everybody. I'm disappointed in the performance.
Well, Brian, you've coached many years.
Yes.
Different sports.
Yes.
When your teams aren't executing, what do you do? Like, not just in a game, but over a period of games.
Yeah.
Do you go back and just simplify the playbook?
Yes.
Or
Yes.
you just keep going, hoping they'll get it at some point.
I was going to say, it's the old keep the main thing the main thing. It's a great question. I would try to design my offense around Reed Hannah. I got 3 seniors who can score. I got Reed Hannah, I got Andrew Sternfeld, I got Burn Kent. I don't think Andrew's had a shot today. Right?
He had 1, and it got blocked.
Okay.
Yep.
So, I mean, I'm keeping it simple here, but I'm designing offense to get to my 3 seniors who can score the ball. Offensively, I mean, I wouldn't say the defense has been a disaster. I mean, they've held them to 6 goals. I mean, you'd like to be at 9, though. You'd like to be at 10. So, we'll see. Listen, I ain't giving up at all. That's one thing I'd never do. You never give up. But I would say that it's going to take an intense effort in the fourth quarter to come back and win this thing. Maybe you score here. It's 20 seconds left. They called a timeout, so they're running a play?
Yeah, they're definitely, they're just holding the ball. They're going to try to get the shot off with
And it's an offensive foul. There it is.
That's a pick or a block, hold, whatever.
Now you got to stop TL in the final 10 seconds here. At least they got a shot off. So they call a timeout. This has frustrated me all season too. You know, you call a timeout, you run a play, and within 5 seconds you commit an offensive foul.
So Lacey's asking for clarification on what that call was exactly.
I will say water polo refs can disproportionately affect a game more than most sports, you know. So, end of the third quarter, Terra Linda 6, TAM 4. What's the ticket here? I mean, I'm seeing some frustrated body language, some frustrated faces here at TAM. It's going to have to be one stop at a time, Stephen. One stop at a time.
Yeah, the boys, they're just going to need to step up, especially the seniors.
He's far too good of a player, the referee is. He's one of the best players ever in the USA. He doesn't know the
The TAM coaches not super happy with the officiating today, but that's what happens when you're losing. You tend to lash out a little bit. So let's craft a game plan here. Let's craft a game plan.
We've tried to run the offense through Reed Hanna up top, Bern Kent up top, and I think one of our best passers on the team is Andrew Sternfeld.
Yes.
And I mean, he's really effective out on the wing, but it might be interesting to try to put him in a different position and see if he can, you know, get Reed, get Byrne, get Declan scoring down low. Maybe do a double post, or maybe try some counters. Have someone, you know, get them to shoot outside, and the guys just counter as quick as they can. Some quick goals.
They're having a long discussion about the rule book.
I'm bringing the rule book next week, actually, buddy, because I think a lot of confusion in this game as to what's being called. So sorry we can't help you more at home.
All right, so here we go into the fourth quarter. Listen, as frustrated as we all are, it's a 6-4 game. That's anybody's ball game.
Yeah.
Anybody's ball game.
Yeah, you could easily score 2 in a minute. So
looks like Feldman will be the sprinter. Jasper Feldman, the freshman. So same group out there. You're going Feldman. You're going Kent. You're going Murphy. You're going Wallace in goal. Ethan Wallace playing well today, by the way. I want to shout him out.
Yes.
You're going 10, Reed Hanna. You're going 9, Andrew Sternfeld. You're going 12, Jasper CV. Sprinting for TL. Appears to be. Number
let's see if we can get this
3, Jack Middleton. He's
just
good.
Beat Jasper to the ball. That was super close. Good swim.
Yet another possession. We talked about the Bob Costa notebook of possessions here, and
sort of balances out. 2 in the first half for us, 2 in the second half for them.
Correct. Middleton, Murphy on Middleton pressing here. Wonder about the fatigue factor too.
They're trying to get it down low here.
Look at that! Look at that!
With the steal
on his and a kick out of Jessen.
Good job. All right, just need some patience here.
Oh man, Carvalho stoned Hanna twice.
Lord.
Carvalho stoned Hanna twice. Maybe it's not your day. Maybe it's not Tam's day.
Maybe.
First of all, we need to shout out that the steal by Hanna was sensational.
It was fantastic. Okay.
And now he's been countered by Jessen, who gets stopped himself. Where isn't the TAM?
Ethan responds.
Well, the TAM crowd should be as loud as the TL crowd. You guys got to be louder on that. You got completely out-cheered by TL there. I'm calling you out, TAM crowd. From a guy who used to go to bonehead matches in the 80s. You guys need to be a lot louder on that. That was a huge stop by Ethan Wallace on Jessen, the senior.
Okay, so they are doing what I thought they would. They're doing a double post here. We got Kent on the right, Hanna on the left. So,
well, man, here we go.
Got to do it more quickly.
Shot
more
clock
quickly.
Again.
That's not what we want.
No.
Okay.
So another failed possession, which they didn't get into it. So, just tuning in, Terra Linda 6, TAM 4, 5.5 to go in the game. Stunning turn of events there where Terra Linda goalie Jack Carvalho stopped 2 Reed Hanna stone cold shots there. Pretty dramatic. Hey, we got enough.
All right, looks like we had an elbow push-off on number 5, Terra Linda. Yes, on Jasper Feldman. So good job, Jasper. Drawing the penalty.
5 is Cam Heller, yeah. That's Murphy, pushing, driving.
Yep.
Oh, come on. Errant pass. Wasting a few seconds there. Back to Feldman. TL goalie Jack Carvalho having a nice day.
Never heard of him, but he is having a all-star game here. Kent's going to bring it back into play.
4:56 to play. Terra Linda 6, Tam 4.
Hannah's got it up top.
Heller on Hannah.
Yeah, a lot of stagnant lack of motion, for a better phrase.
And
We don't want these
Yeah,
kind of
no,
shots
no,
where he's,
no,
just,
no,
he's
no,
teed
no,
up.
no.
You need to move the ball, move the goalie. Switch it over to Byrne or someone on the other side.
He's trying to draw that foul, and he
Needs to
did.
call for it. Needs to call for it.
There's Kent over there on the right.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Heller
Kent gets it on
absolutely
the
stoned him.
deflection, at least. So he needs to.
Terra Linda defense gets a tremendous amount of credit today. Just a tremendous amount of
they've
credit.
had a number of blocks.
Oh, look at that. CV lost his handle. Murphy saves it. And they're calling a foul on 3. 16 seconds to go in the shot clock. Tam down 6-4. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. There was a pass where where Hannah was not, and Heller scooped it up.
Yeah, to me, so they kept going over to Jasper on the left. They were definitely trying to run something the coaches are asking. And again, it's just not effective. You know, the periods of play where we are doing well and looking like we're going to score are when we're just sort of improvising.
Oh, look at that.
This,
There's
like
Reed Hannah again.
This is our best chance of scoring. It's just by
And he
good
gets-
defense.
He wants a kick out. He didn't get
Yeah,
it.
that's
He
hard
wanted
to understand. Like, he was completely stopped, very over-aggressive.
Heller got away with one there. Terra Linda's gotten away with a few, but that's not why. Listen, Tam is not playing up to snuff, and Terra Linda's been better.
Good pass by Andrew.
See, that's the
I
kind
do
of
it quick. See, we need a driver. We should have a driver.
I think.
But you can't, when the ball's wet like that, the driver's
12, I
already
know.
driven, you're not going to get it to him. So, and as I make that critique, we score a goal, which I'll happily take. But I tell you, Tam is
That was 12 Pash
Hanging on
CV,
here.
just kind of winging it in there. Maybe in a broken down possession, but Tam's back in it. Terra Linda 6, Tam 5, 3:22 to go. Wish the Tam crowd was louder, quite frankly.
I do too.
They're not that good.
Yep.
I'm calling you guys out.
Should we get them going here?
Students, where are you?
Let's go, Tam! Let's go! Cheer! Come on! Let's go!
It's like a home pool advantage for TL. Uh-oh. They got a kick out. They got it into the hole, man. They got a kick out. They drew a kick out on
Kent.
Trent Byrne. We were too busy whooping the crowd up. Timeout, Terra Linda.
Come on!
They're not here.
It's like we're watching golf.
They're not here. Well, anyway, unfortunately, while we were doing that, Terra Linda had a smart possession. Got the ball down, and Byrne. There's more confusion here with the refs.
So the Terra Linda coach called a 30-second timeout as opposed to a full timeout, and the ref didn't communicate that to Tam, so the Tam boys went over to their coach to get instructions, and now the Terra Linda coach is complaining. So that's a reffing issue. You got to just communicate.
3:02 to play. Terra Linda 6, Tam 5. Big goal there from the freshman, but again, turned around in an exclusion here where Tam's going to have to stop again.
Leave it, it's good.
All right, ball back in play. Goalie's going to bring it in.
3:02 to play. Terra Linda 6, Tam 5.
Okay. Not sure what they're playing here. They dropped 3 down.
And we got an offensive on them.
Nice. If they go, they left the ball. You cannot leave the ball. He left the ball. The closest player had to get the ball, and he left
And
the
now
ball.
TL has a counter. TL has a counter. It's
Gotta
Heller.
switch,
It's
gotta
Heller.
switch,
It's Heller.
gotta
And he
switch.
got it. Well, there's your turning point in the game right there. And by the way, the TL crowd dominating the Tam crowd.
You have to get the ball if you're closest. You cannot swim like that. That
TL
was a major
7,
mistake.
Tam 5. That's just, that's fundamental. Is that fundamentals?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
just,
that's
is that
just-
blocking and tackling, pitching and catching? It's,
My only thought is he thought there was another player on his team right behind him who was going to get it, and he would be in front for the transition goal.
ladies and gentlemen, we are in crisis time. 2:40 to go. TL has a 2-goal lead. They're sitting pretty right now. Sitting pretty. Into Feldman. Yeah, Murphy right there. Got a kick out.
All right, quickly.
2:23 to
Burn
play.
throws it over to Pash TV. Back over to Sternfels. Pash is going to go probably inside the 2.
Got to pass it, boys.
Got a driver right there. He had Kent wide open. Could have had him. Got to see this. Let's see if we can do it again. Right now. Just.
In the Murphy.
How am I missing that? Okay.
Pash CV
And he got Murphy.
to Murphy.
But we had that right there 2 times in a row. But
Wow.
easy to say when you're on the edge of the pool.
Okay, let's make sure we get the score right here. 2:05 to play. Clutch pass from CV to Murphy there.
Yep.
We have Terra 7, TAM 6. 2:05 to play. Wow, that was a big conversion. They got to give the
was.
freshman credit. That was a dicey pass, but he hit him in the hands.
It was
right
the
there.
harder of the 2 passes, but it
He
worked
had
out
Kent,
for
and he
sure.
said, "I'm going to go for the hard one." And Murphy converted it to his
All
credit.
right, Kent needs to keep this ball out of there. Murphy, yep, good pressure. Sternfels is coming back to help Kent. Kent's in bad position. He's got to get around the front.
15 on the shot
Long
clock.
side.
Look at that. Look at Reed Hanna
Hanna
swimming
came
there. Okay, Tam's got the ball down 1. All right, this is what we came for. Get your popcorn now. 1:39 to play. Terra 7, TAM 6. Now we're having some fun.
Burns, they're telling Burn to keep driving. He looks up, right there. Now, good recovery by Terra Linda. Getting very physical.
Terra
A lot
dropping
of
off
stuff
down
going
low.
on in the pool.
Yeah.
So we need someone to make a move here, try to get position. Maybe Declan can get the position.
They got it down to Murphy,
There we
yeah.
go, Murph.
Oh, just missed it wide right. Oh, gosh. He had
All right,
a
well, hey,
chance.
I like that shot, though. You got to get up on your legs on those.
Yeah. Well, you got to get a stop now. 1:08 to play. This is it. You got to. This is the defensive possession of the game here. 15 on the shot clock. Terra Linda happy to milk the clock, right?
Yep.
That's Heller.
I'm surprised.
Dangerous.
We're sort of a mix of pressing and Brescia collapsing. So Kent
Shot
needs
clock.
to stay here.
Shot
Stay
clock.
on him. Stay
5.
on him. Stay on him. There you go.
There it is.
There we go.
Okay.
Go. Swim.
Well, 40 seconds to go. You're not going to call timeout. Oh, yeah, they're going
They
to call
are going to
timeout.
call timeout. Okay.
Okay.
Which to me, honestly, we have done better when we maybe should have tried the
You know,
transition.
you might be right,
As
yeah.
opposed to setting up a play, but we'll see what we can
So
do.
here's what I'm thinking about right now. It's Terra Linda 7, TAM 6, and I'm thinking about the ball that Tam just left in the middle of the pool.
Yeah. Or
and
that
TL's.
goal that didn't count because of the 2 meter. Yeah.
But the ball that was left in the middle of the pool is just whoa.
Which then they got a goal.
And they immediately
Yep.
countered. Yeah,
Yep.
they immediately countered. Boy. Also thinking about a couple of times Reed on breakaways appeared to be hammered, and we got no 5 meter on that. But again, that's crying. Don't want to cry and whine. It's hard not to when you're watching your kids play.
Yeah.
But credit to Terra Linda. Listen, they've come into our pool, even though it's their home game, and they have just really played well.
Yeah.
They're comprehensively. And really, it all goes back to these starts. They set the tone early, and Tam's been fighting uphill ever since.
Yep. I
And
agree.
so these slow starts for Tam are really, really haunting them. But you got a chance to make it right here.
The boys look relaxed. You see a couple
Yeah,
smiles.
they do.
And they're focused. They're listening to Zach. So I see confidence.
I mean,
No doubt they have a chance here.
here's the fallback. You're going to make the playoffs, right? I mean, that's not how you want to think. You want to win the game, but you're going to make the playoffs.
Yep.
This game is probably to determine who's the 3 seed and who's the 4 seed.
Exactly. Who gets Redwood? Who gets Archie?
Yeah. So, but I'm impressed by TL because they're coming in. Their resume wasn't super rich. We knew they were good, and Tam's beaten them several years in a row. But this would be a big win for TL. It's been a while since I think they got Tam, and this is a good team for them.
All right. You got Kent in the hole.
So what are we doing here?
You got ball over here to Pash. CV.
Feldman swimming.
Look, couple picks.
Multiple
Lots of white
picks.
water here.
Got it to Hannah.
And they want Reed shooting, I think, unless they can get it
He
to.
couldn't get it off though,
So
and it's an offensive. And the TL crowd letting them know. 27 seconds left.
yep. So
I'm going to say
if I'm TL's coach, and at that timeout,
I'm going to say in sports, how do you make a call like that at a time like that? You just let the kids play. That's what I would say. Let the kids play. That's like in my game, basketball or something. It gets a little more physical down the stretch, but in the final 30 seconds, unless it's egregious, and to my eye, it wasn't super egregious, was it?
hard to tell.
He called that on Hannah, huh? Is that what he called?
He called it on Hannah.
For
Who had the ball.
what, just doing this? A little shove.
He was trying to keep the defender off him, and he was swinging his arm. You can do this, but you can't really just swing your arm aggressively, apparently.
Oh boy.
So here, 27 seconds. They
It's a
can
tough
have the
whistle.
clock. They're going to have to chase. Hope someone makes a bad pass.
16 is going to be
I've heard from a wise source poolside it was a good call. So I will swallow my whistle at that point in time. That's an unfortunate foul to commit. Credit to the TL crowd. They came loud and proud.
Yeah, it's like a home game for them almost.
It is a home game for them.
Well, but it sounds like there's a home crowd here.
They are better than the TAM crowd. Yes, I'm calling out the TAM crowd.
Yeah.
And also, I'm calling out the TAM students mostly for not coming out. And credit to TL Water Polo. This is going to be a big win for them. And, yeah, I'm already chalking it up because it's going to be tough for TAM to do something here.
Yeah.
Unless Reed pulls one of his miracle defensive lids, which he's been known to do,
Yep.
I would not put it past
I
him.
like it. He's got.
Look at that. Look at that. That's what I'm
That's
talking
ball
about.
under. That's ball under.
They're kicking him out. They kicked out Reed. He just got rolled. He just got rolled.
Okay. So here.
And this is going to be a big win. 15 seconds to go. Big win. Congratulations to the Terra Trojans who came in and let them know who's better. TL's better. And Tam's going to have to wear that one. Tam's going to have to wear it. That's a really disappointing loss for the Red-Tailed Hawks. Congratulations, TL. Final score, Terra 7, Tam 6. Big cheer from the crowd there. And Steven, it's best if we sign off right now.
Best we sign off. Thanks
I'd
for
say
listening,
we'll
folks.
see you guys at the Battle of the Creek this weekend and next week for some home games.
Thanks for watching.
Mute it. Buttons click clear and makes the clicking while it's not actually clicking button.
Do you guys need me to pretend that I'm helpful, or you got it? Stay on
cheerleading squad.
What's up, up?
Is it like, it's like kind of like a bunch of girls standing
Yeah.
Where's that coming from?
I have no clue. Are you doing the girls' game too? Yeah.
The microphone might just be really sensitive. We may be hearing that.
This?
You know how I share the link?
Are you guys trying to end this? Here.
I'm
and
trying
set
to.
up the girls?
How do I change the name
Yeah.
of this?
I'll do it.
Hey, girls, half the pool.
Let's set up the girls.